Ron, before we get into some of the questions, please let members of the media know how training camp has been going for you and your thoughts with this fight against Lipinets.
All right, what's going on, everybody? Training camp been going well. We're preparing well. Just ready to rock and roll, ready to shine, and take over this division. It's my time. And with this fight, this the fight that's going to take me to the next level and bring out the skills and my ability and stuff that y'all never seen before. And y'all will see a amazing, strong, sharp fighter, a punishing performance, and getting that knockout at the end of the night. And I know Sergey Lipinets, he gonna come forward and be right there in front of me, and his style, that's perfect for me. And his style is clashes perfect with mine, and it's going to run into the shots all night long.
Bozy, obviously you've trained Boots his entire life. Give us your thoughts on how training camp has been going, and your thoughts on this fight as your son takes on a former world champion.
Oh, the training camp been going well. We work hard every time we get into this. I mean, plus he never's out the gym anyway. He stays in the gym. So I don't have to worry about looking for him or telling him it's time, we got a fight coming up. So we stay ready all the time. And we doing a lot of different things that we did before, you know what I mean? But now we just stepped it up a little bit more because Sergey Lipinets is a good fighter. He ain't no walkover, nothing like that. I don't, look at him like he's an easy fighter, nothing like that. This guy can fight. So I respect him, you know what I mean? And his trainer too, Joe Goose. And that's my man, matter of fact, because my son Farrar was with his brother Dan Goose under him at one time.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. All right, so let's talk about the man Boots will be facing, known as the Samurai. Sergey Lipinets, 16-1-1, 12 knockouts. He is the former world champion at 140 pounds. Sergey is joined by Alex Vacefield, who, of course, is like his manager, always there by his side. Sergey, again, give us your thoughts on how camp has been going and your thoughts on facing Jaron Ennis.
Да, я понял. Всем привет. Большое спасибо хочу сказать Ал Хейману, Showtime, мистеру Спиноза, моим менеджерам, моему тренеру Джо Гузену, всем моим болельщикам, всем болельщикам бокса. Хочу сказать спасибо Джарону Эннису, что взял этот бой, что мы будем драться. И кэмп проходит отлично, мы тренируемся очень тяжело. Делаем всю работу, все проходит супер. Значит, с нетерпением жду боя и ждем экшена 10 апреля.
Hello, everybody. First of all, I want to thank Al Heyman, Showtime, management, Joe Guzin for being by my side through all that hard camp. Well, the camp is going real well, and it's a hard camp. For the simple reason is that it's probably easier to get someone that looks like me for Jaron. By the way, thanks Jaron for taking that fight as well. Than me getting someone like Jaron to spar with. So, we had to bring a lot of people in to choose and pick, and it's not easy. It's a hard camp, and we digging in real deep.
Alex, give us your thoughts on what you've seen, because even though Joe obviously is his trainer, you're always there by Sergey's side and watching him on how you've seen camp going for Ennis and what you think about this fight.
Well, this camp is, like I said, it really stands out from the other ones that we had for that reason, the same reason that, I just mentioned, what Sergey just said. It's real tough to get someone that will look closer to Jaron Ennis. You're never going to get a carbon copy of who you're fighting, but still, get someone that athletic and that physically imposing guy. It's not easy, but we managed a real good sparring camp, and we had guys that look close, not that close, but whatever we're getting ready for whatever Ennis is gonna bring in. We want to make sure that Sergey can answer, and I'm glad that Jaron thinks that Sergey is going to be sitting right in front of him, and it's going to be an easy target to pick on. I mean, listen, it's all in the eye of the beholder, and we'll see how it plays down in the ring under the lights. Look, may the best man win. That's what I say.
Absolutely. Should be a fantastic night and a fantastic fight. Well, let's get to some of the questions. And Boots, I'll start with you. What's it like to finally now be in the main event on Showtime Championship Boxing?
It's a great feeling. I just want to thank my team, Showtime and Cameron Duncan and Mr. Espinoza and the rest of you guys, and I appreciate it. Like I said before, I'm excited, and this is my time, man. It's the perfect timing for everything, and it's after this fight, it's on to bigger and better, and I just can't wait.
Alex, and this is for Sergey. Sergey was quoted as saying, "I believe Ennis sees me as a stepping stone. That's going to be a problem for him." Tell us, what does he mean by that?
Я за тебя говорил, что он думает, что ты просто как ступенька, чтобы пойти вперед. Да? Но я сказал, что это может быть ступенька, которая слишком высокая для того, чтобы. Как ты думаешь, почему это может оказаться проблемой?
Потому что я перешел из кикбоксинга в бокс. Я не имею таких талантов, не супер бьющий, не супер быстрый, не супер умный. Но все, что я умею, это тяжело трудиться. И я впахиваю в зале каждый день, каждую минуту, выкладываюсь по полной, тренируюсь тяжело и не жалея себя. Поэтому уверен, что это покажет в ринге мое трудолюбие.
Well, it may look like, I'm right there in front of you. It may look like I'm a tailor-made. It may look like something that I'm slower. I'm not that fast on my feet. But one thing that I'm good at is working hard, getting into your chest, and doing what I do best, punching from every possible angle you can see. And the one that's really going to hurt you is the one that you won't see coming. So if you overlook that specific aspect of the game, that you're dealing with the guy that is a hard worker, not afraid of anything, and like I said, nothing is going to make me scared at that point when I'm going to be in front of him. You might trip over that stepping stone could be a little bit too high, and to say that you're already 27-0, 25 knockouts, you're putting that burden on yourself. I mean, it's up to you. I mean, it's good. I mean, that's probably something that motivates you. But all I'm saying is that I'm going to go in there and give you that hell of a night.
Boots, what's your response to that? Because you have been quoted about saying you're excited to have an outstanding performance. What's your response to that?
Like I said before, this is my time, and I'm ready to rock and roll. Whenever he bring, I'm gonna be ready for it. And we don't look at nobody as stepping stone. This fight right here is gonna take me to the next level, and they will see. And like I said, I can do a bunch of different things, and they don't know how I'm gonna come. And just know I'm ready, and I'm working right out. This might have been the hardest I've been working ever, and I've been waiting for this opportunity for a very, very long time. And I finally got a guy with a name, and now it's just my time to shine, and just show the world the rest of my talent, and show them that I'm really nothing to be played with, and I'm a dangerous man. And they will see on April 10th.
The only criticism, Jaron, that you've really received up to this point was the level of opposition. Do you feel like now, especially facing Sergey Lipinets, you can quiet those critics?
I mean, every time I fight, they always say, it's a step up, it's a step up, it's a step up. And then when I do what I do, he need to fight somebody better. So at the end of the day, I just work for myself and my family and my team, and just better myself each and every time and get better each and every fight. And like I said before, I just work harder and harder every time so I can perform to my best ability and show the world every fight that I just get better and better and stronger and smarter and smarter. And they, like I said, they will see.
And let me say this, Brian. Every time he fights somebody, they say it's a step-up fight. So you never can please nobody. You know what I mean? You can't please nobody at all. You know what I mean? It's a step-up fight. This Sergey Lipinets is a hell of a fighter, man. We don't really look past him. You know what I mean? We just figure this is our time. That's all. He had his time. It's now is our time. That's the way we look at it. You know what I mean?
Got it.
I think he's a great fighter.
Respect. Sergey, you know, Boots has never really been past 6 rounds. That's how dominant he's been. Do you think this is the fight where not only he gets tested, but has to learn how to swim in deep water, so to speak?
Ну, никогда не будет больше 6 раундов не дрался. Как ты думаешь, это будет бой, в котором тебя протестируют его? Или и когда он зайдет за больше, ну, 7-8 раунд, он не будет знать, как чувствовать?
Мы готовимся ко всему, что предложит Энис. Он отличный боец, очень умный, быстрый. Я думаю, что он тяжело готовится к этому бою, что он работает и больше 12 раундов в спаррингах. Я думаю, что он будет готов к этим 12. И мы постараемся сделать все, чтобы выиграть в каждом раунде, а не ждать, пока сможет ли он работать больше или меньше. Поэтому у нас все идет как нужно.
Well, he looks like a full package. Ennis does. I mean, Jaron does. And he can punch, he can move. He does all that stuff real well. And I'm sure that more or less he's getting ready for 12 rounds. So if he's going to go past 6, all right, past 6, 8, I'm sure he's going to be ready. I'm going to be ready. Ultimately, our main goal is to give it a good fight, you know, put up a great show. And again, like I said before, made him in, best man win. That's all there is to it. You know, it's hard to predict anything on a level like that because he does belong to the top of the division. This is nothing to look past. So it's all there is to it.
Sergey, in your last fight against Custio Clayton, it ended in a draw. And I was looking back over what some of the members of the media wrote about the fight. And they said Clayton slowed your offense in the later rounds with his jab and his movement. If that's the case, how do you beat Ennis, who is quicker, has better movement, and stronger than Clayton?
Они говорят, что в прошлом бою Цезима, ты из-за того, что тот как бы тебя тормознул в последних раундах своим джебом и своими движениями в ринге. Джерон сильнее, чем тот, и быстрее, чем тот, и лучше того, двигается, и быстрее, больше и сильнее бьет. Как ты можешь с этим?
Ну, не хотелось бы оправдываться насчет ничьи, но на самом деле нам меняли 3 раза дату боя. Мы долго готовились к этому, почти 1,5 года, все затянулось. За 2 недели до боя нам еще сказали, что мы деремся совсем с другим. Потом поменяли вообще дату еще раз. Потом поменяли соперника. И соперник сам поменялся. Во-первых, он дрался в одной манере, а потом, как начал драться со мной, стал в другую манеру, совсем по-другому боксировать. И не скажу, что он был какой медленнее или бьет слабее, чем Джерон. Это отличный боец, хороший соперник.
Well, not looking for an excuse, but that fight was prior to that fight. We were getting ready for. We were in a camp for like almost a year. They changed opponents on us continuously. It was complete. I mean, one guy and then another guy and then another guy. Finally, real close to the fight, they said, "This is the guy you're fighting." I can't say that Clayton hitting less harder than Jaron does, or moving worse or better than Jaron does. He's a good fighter. He's a good fighter. This is the fighter that you need a full camp to get ready for. And I was injured in that fight. It just I injured my hamstring in the third round, and it really made my ability to move a little harder. But it's not an excuse. I'm just saying that if you look at Clayton's fight, prior to that fight, he was fighting coming forward, trying to take someone out, being first, engaging first. For some reason, with me, he started moving, boxing, and didn't try to get me out of there. Okay. Look, like I said, writing is on the wall. I mean, I'm not going to say anything about Clayton being a bad fighter or Jaron being a better fighter. It's a elite of the 147, and the guy that I just fought still lost me 8 rounds to 4. We watched that fight over again and over again. That's all there is to it, but it is what it is.
Jaron, obviously your last fight against Van Heerden, you were really hoping that, hey, a victory over a guy like that really elevates your career. I know you had to be disappointed with that one ending after the first round with the clash of heads. So what do you think then this fight against a former world champion and a fighter like Lipinets then does for your career after this?
Like I said before, after this, me beating Lipinets, that's taking my career to the next level, because he was a former world champion at 140, and he fought a lot of top guys, and me beating him and making a statement on him is that's a whole different level right there, and that's boosting me all the way up. And I feel like after this is bigger and better things, but we got business to handle on April 10th.
Sergey, the same question to you. What is a win over a fighter who many believe is the future of the welterweight division? What does that do for you in your career?
Что эта победа над Денисом тебе даст?
Ну, я привык драться с лучшими, самыми хорошими бойцами, поэтому мне просто нравится боксировать, драться, и я с удовольствием иду в бой и беру бои тяжелые, и как вы видите, ни разу у меня не было легких боев. Я не ищу легких путей и делаю самыми лучшими, поэтому.
Well, first of all, I just fight, and then if you look at my career and how I started and how I was going through the ranks, I've done something that a lot of people didn't. Thanks to my team, and at 13th fight, I became champion of the world, and I don't have that pedigree as other guys do have. So all I do, I just like to fight, and then I like to fight. I like the challenge, and Jaron is the challenge. So I never said no to the fight. I never, hesitated or start thinking twice about it. The only thing is, like I said, I just love to fight, and I love to fight the best, and he's one of the best out there right now. And should I win? You're just going to prove my point. I belong where I'm at right now.
And Boots, we'll wrap it up here. You were quoted as saying, being my first main event, I need a spectacular performance. Does that mean you're starting another knockout streak on April 10th?
I mean, it's we don't go in there looking for a knockout in it, but if it presents itself, we're gonna go ahead and take that advantage and the opportunity and get them about it. But the main goal is just to look sharp, be on point, having my fun, and doing what I do best, and that's being phenomenal and being sharp and getting the knockout at the end of the night and putting on punishing performances. So that's the goal.